What's up, family? Welcome back to Truthville, USA. I am Q. So Biden is trying to radically change the Constitution. He wants to promote two amendments to the Constitution and one major change to American policy. So I'm going to get into this, guys, but forgive me for my sarcastic nature, but I find it too ironic that the changes that he's trying to make to the Constitution, he first starts by trying to get the American people behind him by saying that no one is above the law. In fact, that's the first amendment to the Constitution. No one is above the law. He goes and argues that the idea that Trump is above the law, which is really silly, and I know these people know that they're lying, and they know that they're lying. The understanding, guys, is that there is a remedy, and we know that the Democrats know this. They use it twice. There is a remedy for dealing with presidential high crimes and misdemeanors. They can be impeached. They can be impeached in the House of Representatives and in the Senate. So this silly notion that a president can just go and do whatever they want to and kill whoever they want to and not have any repercussions, that's not true. It's false. So he proposes this amendment that no one is above the law, removing immunity from presidents for acts officially done in office. He doesn't want to do this, I'm telling you, because most of his buddies will be going to jail. Now, this is just a flex. This is just him saying, look at what I'm doing to be tough on Trump. This is just for them to have something to conversate around and something to focus on, as opposed to the record, or his record, while he's been in office. Trump hasn't stopped him from protecting the border. Trump hasn't stopped him from helping the economy by not continuing to print trillions of dollars and give them away to people who aren't American citizens. Nobody has told him that he should do that. That's not Trump's fault. That's his fault. But then in addition to that, he wants to present that amendment. He also wants to present an amendment by which the Supreme Court would have term limits. Now, he wants to make sure that every other presidential term, that they are able to at least have one appointee to the court. First and foremost, I guess I would say, at first thought, don't shoot me for this, I don't hate the idea of term limits. I hate the fact that he's bringing it up because I know why he's doing it. But I think it's rather disingenuous that he's trying to impose term limits on the Supreme Court, who have very little effect on our daily lives. But he doesn't want to talk about term limits for Congress. They're the ones who really need term limits. He goes on to talk about this code of ethics for the Supreme Court because, of course, Justice Thomas supposedly went on a vacation with some friends of his, and they paid for a majority of it because Justice Thomas couldn't afford it. Well, first and foremost, I would say good on Justice Thomas in the sense that there's nobody else in federal government in Washington, D.C. that isn't using their position to enrich themselves. I mean, Justice Thomas has been on the court for a very long time now. He hasn't found a way to monetize his seat like everyone else in Congress has done and the Senate. So, I shouldn't say everyone. Most of them in Congress have done and in the Senate. So it becomes very interesting to me that they want to go after Justice Thomas with this code of ethics, and they want to then say we have to have term limits. But the people who have the most effect on our lives, that actually represent the people, they can be in for 50 years. This is a problem. It's a huge problem and something that needs to be addressed. But what do you guys think about these amendments? I don't think that they are going to fly. I hate the fact that it's going to be a constant source of banter between now and the election, but they have to have 2/3 of Congress, both houses, and they also have to have 3/4 of the states. Not happening. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. I'll see you next time.